and I've spent so much money, and just to see all that wither away into nothing is kind of like, well, look at me, I wasted 30 days and about $1,000, and I'm only 17. That's terrible. That's like I had a drug problem.
And I don't know, there's just something about it, and every once in a while they come out with a really good event that just brings about a whole new dynamic into the game. Gives you a new goal to shoot for or something, like the Easter quests, or that Bob thing where you could get 500 paying out of a box, you know?
500,000.
Well, all I got was 500.
I got the 500k like 3 or 4 times.
I hate
got
you.
it once.
I hate you.
I love you guys too.
News you can abuse, use, or lose. Here is Sand Golem.
Hey guys, today we've got some big news. OGP has gotten rid of their low-cost Astro packages, meaning basically it now costs more to get Astros. I don't think this is a particularly good idea, but I don't run OGP. In other news, tourney prizes were released. If you won, you got a Phoenix with your guild's logo on it, which just sounds sweet. You also got a t-shirt and face paint, both with your logo on it, identifying you as a champion. Also, in other tourney-related news, our own Kanashimi ended up placing fairly well in her bracket.
Joy candies for everyone.
Yes, joy candies for everyone except for Kibs.
He isn't in our guild. Sorry.
Papel Rare.
Well,
Still the same thing for 4 months now. Come on, OGP. Get on that. Let's see, in other news, we now know the name of our new GM. I'd like everyone to go ahead and welcome Cup Noodle, also known as Support 051. And I want to go ahead and recap the other GMs for you guys. We, of course, have Chumpy,
yay!
head GM and everyone's favorite, who is Support 014. We've got Heartbreaker, which is Support 46. Over 9,000, which is Support 035. K-Chan, which is Support 037.
Yay for Q-Chan.
And Icon, which is Support 041.
K-Tron, we love you.
In other news, Ice Spa came out, and after extensive course study and practice, I can't help but wonder, where's Lost Seaways, and when are we going to get it?
I want it now,
Wow.
okay? We want it now!
Wow. You guys. Oh, you.
Continuing with our Why We Play Pena. We're going over to see why you would want to bring your friends in the game, or if you should bring your friends into the game.
That's hard. It really is.
To bring more money to OGP.
I think...
Well, not necessarily that.
You know, I find this is a fun game, but I find that the only time I really enjoy it, really, is when I'm playing with friends. Because most of the time, friends don't beg you for Astros, and they don't quit on you when they miss paying you once, you know? And I find that a lot of times when I do pickup games, that's what happens, if they're not people I know.
Well, the thing is, with the recent influx of Brazilian and Filipino players, it's rather hard to find just a random game in the lobby where you can speak to someone in English and have a conversation about the game you're playing with them.
Well, not only that, when you invite your friends to this type of game, I don't think this type of game is for everyone. Because I know people who will start it, and they'll be fed up by the first game. They're like, well, the ball's not going as far as it should and as far as it tells me it's going to. Or I can't hit Pena. Or I can't think enough to actually become a better player. And I don't want to practice and get better at it. Yeah, that too, and it's because it's so much different from other online games. It's not pick up a sword, fight something. It's you actually have to think about what you're doing. You have to plan. You have to almost consider every little detail. And I don't think people like that.
You somehow kind of have to learn how to play the game before you can just go in and play the game. Like, you have to go through the tutorial. Otherwise,
Right.
You'll have no idea what you're doing.
But some people don't actually want to take the time to learn how to play a game. They just want to be able to pick up a game and be able to play it. That's like more casual players. More hardcore gamers will obviously want to try it out for at least an hour or so before they're like, okay, I give up. Unless they actually really like golf.
Yeah, I've noticed that while the reverse is often true, people that don't like golf will like Pena. More often than not, if people like golf, I find that they take to Pena really fast. I've had a lot of friends join the game that are big golf fans.
It basically attracts all kinds.
I think it's maybe the anime type aspect to it.
But I really don't think it's for most casual gamers. In all opinion, in all honesty, I think casual gamers you need to push and force them to play.
Yeah, that's true.
Pena seems like somewhat of a casual game with a hardcore theme. Or a hardcore game with a casual theme, rather.
Yeah, it definitely is one of those games that you can obsess over, but it's also one of those games that you can just pick up, play once a day or once a week, and still get as much enjoyment out of it. You don't have to constantly invest effort into it.
Do you want your friends to worship your godlike skills and knowledge of Albatross 18? Visit us at IntoTheRough.com or on the IRC at irc.ryzen.net. #IntoTheRough. Now on Red Bull, everything you wanted to know and some things you didn't. Here's Sangolem, Kana, and Kibs with your tips and tricks.
Welcome to our new segment, Tips and Tricks. First off, I'm going to give you my trick for the new course, Ice Spa. It's been all the rage, but have you played it too much? Are you fed up with it? I sure am,
Yes.
but...
Where's Lost Seaways?
Exactly. When trying, though, to shoot for any of the shoots, whether it's tomahawk, whether it's regular, actual, just swing, I would recommend doing a backspin, no matter what. Because those backspins will more than likely help you not only slow down the ball, but avoid those nasty backwards panels. And if you don't know what a backwards panel is, it's where the ball will literally hit the wall and bounce right back. Those you want to avoid, so I'd recommend slowing down your ball with a backspin.
If you want to experience a backwards panel for yourself, just play 5 minutes on Ice Spa.
Or Ice Cannon, for that matter.
Well, not so much an Ice Cannon. Mostly Ice Spa, actually. I found a lot more there.
Well,
Or we've just learned to avoid them in Ice
yeah,
Cannon.
Ice Cannon there were a lot, but people learned to avoid them. Now my trick is with Ice Cannon. And I found that on hole 7, if you end up on the ice, say anywhere from 15 to 25 yards away from the hole, and you have a power shot, if you do a full-powered backspin Toma aimed straight at the beam, it will go in every time. I like to call that the hero shot.
This is madness. No, this is the hero shot at IntoTheRough.com.
Kibs has a trick for you. On Blue Lagoon is my course today. Basically, what you can do is if you aim for the rough in a lot of random spots on most of the holes, you'll find that there's flat lie on a lot of the rough in most of the holes. And I'm going to actually have a link in the video on YouTube when that goes up to